Hello Internet. Today we have this Asus 4090 that came in with a corroded gold-plated finger. According to my diagram, this pin is ground, so it shouldn't be a problem. Though customer stated card was water blocked and it stopped working after BIOS upgrade. Without taking the card apart, I was able to access main voltage rails with these Chinese probes, and since I found no shorts, only jeans. It's 90 degrees outside and all I have is these pajamas. It was safe to power the card and see what it does. Looks like card is pulling about 2 amps, so let's power it on by the motherboard and see if it produces a picture. There we have it. For some reasons, card does seem to work, so let's go into Windows and try to run some basic tests and see how it goes. As soon as I ran the FarmArk, temperatures shoot up the sky,
Oh my God!
indicating the problem with the thermal interface. And you wonder what could possibly cause temperatures to jump so high so quick. Are their thermal pads too thick? Did the thermal paste dry out completely? Neither one. There was no thermal paste at all. I mean, who needs thermal paste, right? Thermal paste is for suckers. Real alpha chads use air to cool their GPUs. Unfortunately, I am not a chad, so I'll have to apply some thermal paste. Taking a quick look at the power connector, it looks like NorthRidgeFix has left his signature green solder mask.
And why are you using a green mask and not a black mask? It doesn't matter. That's our signature on the card. It sells for more money.
Some flux all over, as usual, so we're gonna have to clean that up. And looking around some more, I found this rusty area here. So let's clean that up as well, and it looks like 2 of these resistors need to be replaced. And I will also iron the edges of the controller just in case. After even more looking around, I found this piece of metal shaving trying to make its way under the core for some reasons. Possibly trying to attempt something illegal, such as bridging the 2 pads together and killing the core. Never know. Now back to the connector. That looks like it wasn't even soldered all the way through. It may seem like not a big deal, but there's a lot of power going through these pins, so it's best to solder it all the way through. So let's get that fixed. This LED here is cooked and needs to be replaced because Alex likes to use very high temperatures to make his life easier, and that's fine. More work for me. And here's the final result.
Magical.
Every pin is now soldered as good as it can get, and all the cleanliness is thanks to this Blowjob 2.0. I did not regret purchasing, except that I didn't have any nozzles at all, so I had to design and 3D print my own, so that the air jet is a bit more focused. It works really well, I highly recommend it. The LED is now turning on when the cable is not plugged in, and off when cable is plugged in, so that part is fixed. To make sure the card is functioning properly, I'll go ahead and check every phase for a clean signal using my oscilloscope, probing pads on the side of the driver MOSFET. If you probe pad after the coil, there will be a flat line instead of a pulse. That's what the coils are for. They turn pulses into flat lines. With that out of the way, let's put this thing together, get the shipping damage straightened out as best as we can, and finally run some tests. Also, if your GPU weighs over 1 pound, please use anti-sag support. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with this, and your car will go into the endless pile of beyond repair bin. Now, the reason why I think this is the most powerful 4090 I've seen is because my test rig cannot even load it to 100%. But if you look closely at the voltages, you will see why that is. It looks like my power supply is struggling to provide enough voltage, and it dips down to as low as 11.1 volt, which is way below critical 1.4 volt. If your power supply dips down to 11.4, it's time to replace it, or it can give you random crashes and even artifacts. That will be it for this repair. Please let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and subscribe for more. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.